Shalom, first and foremost. I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Akarkadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely, and shalom to the Akim scattered in four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson that I'm going to bring out from CNBC.com, published by Hai Young Kim and Alex Heron from the CNBC.com, updated Monday, October the 2nd, 2023 at 4:22 p.m. Eastern Time, and it reads: the Dow Jones slides to begin October, even as the Congress staves off a Congress shutdown. It says the Dow Jones Industrial Average was lower Monday after the U.S. legislators were able to come to a short-term agreement, which is going to last for 45 days, I believe. So it's going to be funded all the way until November the 17th. Were able to come to a short-term agreement that staves off a government shutdown. The 30 stock down declined 74.15% in the negatives category, or a 0.22% to 33,433.35, and the S&P 500 inched higher by 0.01% to close at 4,288.39. The Nasdaq Composite at 0.67 to close 13,307.77 and notch its first consecutive positive day. The small cap focus Russell's 2000 fell 1.6% on Monday, poorly down to 0.3% year to date. This marks the first time the index turned negative in 2023, underscoring troubling among small cap names. The Russell 2000 is often thought of as a better insight into the health of the broader economy due to its focus on small businesses. It says the market action took place in backdrop of rising bond yields. The yield on a 10-year Treasury topped 4.7%, and its season high marked the highest level since October of 2007. It says Discover was the S&P 500's top gain Monday, with shares up nearly 5%. The medical device manufacturer Insulet added 3.5%, while the chip maker NVIDIA rose to 3%. Technology communication service consumers discretionary were the only positive sectors in the broad market index. Communication service added 1.5%, with the tech sector trade 1.3% higher. Consumer discretionary gained 0.3%. The Senate passed a continuing resolution with just hours to spare before a midnight deadline Saturday, that was signed by President Joe Biden into law. The bill keeps the government open through mid-November and extending a period that lawmakers can use to finalize funding legislation. Historical Mark has not cared about the government shutdown, according to Charles Schwab, a senior investor strategist Kevin Gordon. He noted that the average performance for the S&P 500 from the start of the end of the shutdown has been basically flat in the past. I think the conditions that we are in that surrounded us are much more important. So as we did head into the year end, if we don't see an improvement of key areas of the economy like housing and manufacturers, if we are to see more crack on labors, I think that would definitely take more important than just a sit down itself, says Gordon. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying of the reading of the markets today, as I believe the S&P 500 had a good solid gain right along with the Nasdaq, but the Dow Jones was down 74 points in the negatives red category, as you see the little data statistics right there. Right, the Dow Jones Industrial was down negative 74.15%, which is minus 0.22%. As it says again, the Dow Jones slides to begin the October even as Congress staves off a government shutdown. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of this recent news article from CNBC.com as of October the 7th, 2020. October the 2nd, I meant to say, of 2023 at 4:22 p.m. Eastern Time. As it says once again, Dow Jones slides to begin October even as Congress staves off of government shutdown. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem HaKadosh. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word, truth, and sincerity. And shalom to the Akim scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word, truth, and sincerity as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.